Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, I started adding a little more money to my account and now I'm almost up to $10,000. When I took all my money out, I started back in on March 4th. After I paid my truck off and everything, I started adding a little bit more money at a time, and so just over a little bit over a year, I'm up to almost $10,000. So I've been starting to aggressively add a little bit more money to it. The earned dividends for the so far is $292.72. I am up $145.28, or 4.28%. As you can see here, the market gains, I'm down, but the dividends have definitely made it so I'm still ahead of the game. So even with the market getting crazy and everything, the dividends helped keep that up positive. I've been messing around with this Simply Safe dividend program, and I think I'm gonna subscribe to it. It's a little pricey. It's $400 a year, but it does give you a lot of information. Um, it'll project, like it's showing I'll be making $331 on this account if I didn't add anything else to it a year. It'll keep track of your performance, valuation, diversification. It also tells you the percentage of every stock in your account. And right now, Abby V's at like 5.9%. So I'm going to wean off on that a little bit. I like to keep things no more than 5%. Just as far as safety. I got now it's 63 holdings, which I try to keep it between like 60 and 65. I got rid of 2 last month because they cut their dividends, and so I've added 2 more. I mean, that seems like a lot of holdings for a lot of people, but I like to keep a large amount just because it's more diversification. The more diversified you are, the safer it is if you are not an expert, which I'm definitely not an expert. If you know what you're doing, some experts recommend 10 stocks, some say 5, some say 20, but I'm holding 63 of them. They all pay dividends, and actually like 10 of them are in my they're in the precious metals pies, which was a pre-made pie from M1. So that's where a lot of them are, anyways. But the 2 companies I've added this week are UGI, and they're a utility company, and they have their rating is a 99, which is a very safe. Their yield right now, it's gone down just a little bit, but it's 4.1%, which is a great starting yield, and they aggressively raise their dividend. And if you go down to the dividend growth over the last 20 years, they've raised it on average of 6%, 8% over the 5 years, and last year they raised it 12%. And this is what I like to see here. Their dividend growth streak is 32 years of consecutive increases, and they have over 32 years without a dividend cut. So these are the stock I love to hold, and the fact that I'm getting that yield already starting at above 4%, and they aggressively raise it, I'm very excited about this company. Another one I found on here was Bank First. They have a yield at 3.22, another 99, very safe. Their dividend growth last year was 22%, and over the last year it was 22%. Over the 5 years it was 14, and over the past 20 years it was 11% on average. And they have a dividend growth streak of 27 years of consecutive increase in their dividends. And once again, that's another company I love to hold. And the fact that I'm starting off at a 3% when they're aggressively raising their dividend, these are companies that I definitely love to own. As far as my holdings now, the way things are looking, Abbey V is still the top, but like I said, I'm just slowing down on purchasing them. I've added more Costco, Johnson & Johnson. Lowe's, I'm getting a little more aggressive, adding a little more Lowe's. I slowed down on Realty Income and SPHD. Kimberly Clark and Procter & Gamble, I've kept about the same. I dropped IBM a little bit as far as buying more, and I've added more Lockheed Martin and Apple. So they're becoming higher up in the rankings of my top 10 stocks. But the rest of them, for the most part, they're staying the same. And I'll scroll down real quick so you can see. And a lot of these lower ones are in my precious metal pies that don't have a lot of money in them. But that's what I'm doing so far. So if we're looking at this, everything as far as percentage of my account, the only one that's above 5 is AbbVie, but everything else is right around like 3 or 4%, and then it tapers off after that. But all my top 10, the only one that's saying it's kind of unsafe is AbbVie, and that's just the uncertainty if when their drug loses its patent, where they'll be able to make generics on it. And that's why I think there's a lot of uncertainty behind that on AbbVie. But let's see. As far as dividends, as you could see in the past week, I've been still getting dividends coming in several times a week, and now my goal is to add more money than have been adding, so these payments start getting bigger, and that'll be the goal behind this whole account. And I'll just keep making update videos every once in a while, and if you guys are interested, subscribe, watch. If you have questions, please ask, comments, whatever, and I'll try to get back to you guys. And that's where it's looking now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.